here, and we are thankful to Jules. Jules would much rather do it after dark, what she's going to discuss, so she doesn't have the three kids tugging on her. So that's why we did this. And, of course, we want to pull in some people that were not able to make it at noon. And if you're on the replay or you're watching on live stream, please say hello in the comments so we know. Anyway, welcome. I'm Sharon, if I haven't met you yet, and my husband Doug. We've been doing this for 21 years. And we don't get tired of it, which is awesome. Just like our complete shake. We don't get tired of that after 21 years. We don't get tired of this. So we love seeing you guys. And, you're always welcome. You're a blessing, whether you do a little or a lot. We love our team, and we're all on the same mission, just sharing information to get better understanding out there, about health and what it takes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce Jules. She is awesome. She's down here in South Florida. She's got 3 kids, and she's a great buddy of ours. We love having her over. We haven't had her over as often, unfortunately. But it's always fun. And if you ever go to any of the conferences or events, we love hanging out with Jules. And she's a QNMD, which means Qualified National Marketing Director, and an awesome leader on our team. She knows a lot, and she does great customer care. So she was chosen to share that with you tonight. And so I'm going to turn it over to her. Thanks, Jules.
Thank you, Sharon. Okay, so I actually feel very honored that Sharon asked me to talk about customer care. I definitely am not the best, but after she asked me, I thought of all the things that I have done for my customers, and I was like, oh yeah, I actually am pretty good at customer care. However, it didn't come right away. It came with time, and actually a lot of failures is what made me better at customer care. So I'm excited that hopefully you guys get to learn from my mistakes, and also some of the things that I did right away, because Sharon and Doug are such great teachers. And a lot of this stuff I actually learned from them. I did make a little PowerPoint for you guys because I love doing that. So hold on, let me share my screen. Okay, so customer service. When we think about customer service, you probably have a few things that go through your mind. I know I do. A lot of times it can feel exciting. It can feel like something that we get to do, but then also sometimes it can feel like something that we have to do. But what service really means, I looked up some synonyms. It could be customer care or customer love. That's not a synonym, but actually I love my customers. I truly do. Customer help, customer kindness, customer solutions, or customer systems. I love that customer service isn't just one little thing. It's really all encompassing. And I know a lot of times that we say we are our own bosses. We don't have a boss. But I would argue that our customers are our boss, because if they aren't there, if they're not our customers, we're not getting paid. That's how we get paid, is by customers. And Juice Plus is very unique in the network marketing field, because a lot of our Juice Plus users are customers. Over 80% of Juice Plus customers are just customers, not distributors. So when you look at other businesses, a lot of times half of their users are also distributors or reps. That's not the case in Juice Plus. A lot of our business comes from just customers, and that separates us from other people in our industry. Okay, so why would we take care of our customers? I think this is important that we kind of understand. I got to move this a little bit. Okay. Well, Juice Plus is unique. It's a unique business model. It's set apart by not being sold in stores. It's our personal relationship with our customers that makes us different. This is why, there are other vitamins out there. There are other fruit and vegetable supplements, so to speak. Nothing is the same as Juice Plus, but what sets us apart from anything other than our research, our NSF certification, all those things, right, is that we have a personal relationship with our customers. That actually is really important when you look at all the things that you could be buying out there and not have somebody to talk to about it. Customer retention is far less expensive than customer acquisition. I think like studies say it costs 5 times as much to get a new customer than it does to keep one. It's not even the cost for me monetarily, it's emotional and mental. I love one of our team members, Tony, her husband had taught us a long time ago, that you only have so much mental, oh my gosh, what is it? Mental currency. And so we have to be careful how we use that, especially for me. I'm not just a Juice Plus partner. I'm also a mom and a wife and a friend, and I have a lot of other things on my plate. And so I just don't want to have to spend time or money getting new customers if I can keep the ones that I have. Existing customers are more likely to buy from you than new customers. And so you have a customer that's just taking the red and green. After a while, it's more likely that they're going to purchase the vineyard and then the omegas and then the shake and then maybe a tower garden, than somebody that would come along, a new customer, and buy all of that all at once. Great customer service results in fewer problems. Okay, raise your hand if you want fewer problems in life. And this is interesting because I screwed up a lot in the beginning. And not only did it kind of stink for the customer, but it stunk for me because I'm like a feeler. So anytime I had a problem, it like bothered me in my stomach. Like I just could not get over it. Well, what I learned is that the better that I could provide, the better customer service I could provide, then actually the fewer problems I was getting. Excellent customer service improves your brand. Most of us are on social media, and I just watched a talk with Gordon Hester about it's really hard to do any type of business without having a social media presence right now. And so you definitely can, but it's harder and it's easier to be on social media and have a business like this. But we're not really trying to brand Juice Plus. We're actually trying to brand ourselves. And so when we're out there on social media, and Sharon and Doug have talked a lot about this, and there's trainings all over about this, Fraser Brooks, it's very clear that we are not out there pushing Juice Plus. We are out there promoting ourselves. And the people that will start to follow us, that know us, that like us, they're buying from us. They're actually most likely buying us, not necessarily Juice Plus. They buy our credibility. They buy our trust. They buy our authenticity. They buy our health knowledge. That's why they're buying Juice Plus from us. So it's really important that we give great customer service because it is going to improve our brand because one, it's going to show our customers are going to maybe give us shout outs or throw things out there on social media. But also people see, I post things about what I'm doing for my customers. They see that. They want that. I have a friend who sells Stella and Dot, that's jewelry. She's always posting what she's doing for her customers. I want to buy from her. I want to have that customer service in my life. There's not a lot of people out there doing customer service well. The people that are, they're being set apart. And I love this. It conveys strong moral values and beliefs in the company's mission. It really does because our company is about our customers. It is so obvious that our company loves our customers. And I think they're even doing more and more every year for our customers. I think they're talking about like a customer retention program. And I think that when we have great customer service, it reflects the company. And we are ultimately trying to get not ultimately, but wouldn't we love a team member from a customer? And so when the customer sees our company and our company's mission and our company's values, they are going to want to be a part of that. So does that make sense? And by the way, you guys chat in the chat and ask questions, and I definitely will get to those at the end, or Sharon can interrupt me too. Okay. Oh, hold on. Why isn't this turning? So how do we give great customer service. These are just a few things that I have found that work best. And again, some of them I have learned from failures. And the first one is attention to any issue promptly. And this is something that, okay, you guys, I definitely want you to say this in the chat. When a customer presents a problem, my husband calls them opportunities. We try not to use the word problem, but when a customer presents an opportunity, do you take care of it right away? Do you sit on it for a while? Do you sit on it for a long while and hope it will go away on its own? Do you have to go do something before you take care of it? What I have learned is that at first, when I would get an opportunity from a customer, I would not answer them right away. I would be so scared. I actually would probably like shake a little bit. My stomach, like I said, my stomach would hurt. I would not want to deal with that issue. I would probably have to call Sharon. Oh my goodness. The times I've called her and like, what do I say? What do I do? What I have learned is that taking care of it right away, one, it helps your customer feel valued and respected, and also they're more likely to stay a customer if the quicker that you take care of that issue. But it also helps you, and it helps anxiety. It helps build your belief in the company when you're able to take care of that issue quickly. Now, new people, you might not know how to take care of the issue right away, and of course you want to talk to your upline and ask them for verbiage, call the company, whatever you need to do. But if you can take care of it right away, you want to do that. Obviously, if you can't, then you do it as soon as you can. I did have a customer, I was going to read you guys. Oh no, he called me. And left me a message that sounded not nice. And it said, I just got a shipment. I just saw the charge, and he pays in full. So it was $200. I just saw the charge. I told you I don't want any more Juice Plus until I let you know about it. Please call me back right away. So I was in a meeting and I could not call him back. I only was able to read his message on transcript. My voicemail has transcript. So I was like, oh my gosh, does not sound good. And so I messaged him right away and I said, hey, Dennis, it's Jules. I saw your message. Sorry, I won't be able to call you back till this afternoon, but I can get you a return label. So when you get your order, just stick it on the box and send it back to Juice Plus and you will be credited. Unless you want to keep this one, and we will make sure the next one doesn't go out. So sorry that happened. I must have missed it. And he wrote back, I will keep this one. Thanks for getting back to me. And I said, okay, sounds good. We'll definitely make sure the next one does not go out until you contact me. He said, great, stay well. So it was interesting how being able to answer him right away changed his demeanor right away. And what we want to do with any customer service issues or customer issues is be able to deflate the situation by one, apologizing, and two, making sure that they know we are on their side and we will do whatever it takes to make it right. My dad he ran a very large company and they had signs all over and it said whatever it takes, and they had WIT on all their little things. It was a little thing, and it was just all about whatever it takes to make this right. We will make it right because they're our boss. And so we should. Okay, so moving on. Scheduled emails, texts, and phone calls. This is what the company sends us, right? How do we take care of our customers? They send us, call them week 1, day 1, day 2, week, I can't think of all they have, but the company sends you an email and tells you when to call your customers. The company is also sending your customers emails. So sometimes if the company, it'll say like, it's, time for their 3rd month call. Sometimes I'll send them a text. Sometimes I'll give them a phone call. You just want to make sure you're kind of doing what the company says, because obviously the company's smart and they have systems in place. That's the company system. Thirdly, sometimes I'll do random voice text. You guys know you can voice text, so people love to hear voices. they don't love to send them back necessarily, but they like to hear your voice because there's special things that are conveyed through inflection and tone that cannot be conveyed through a text message or an email. And so I would love to use voice text, whether it's on Facebook or on text message. Personal videos. I have made personal videos for my customers. I'm going to show you guys one. And obviously, random phone calls. That's not to ask them if they're Juice Plus, if they're ready for their Juice Plus to ship. Because one, do you like doing that for your customers all the time? And that's the only time you talk to them, just to ask them if they're ready for their Juice Plus. Sometimes I delay their order because I know they're not ready for it and call them and just say, how are you? What's going on? How are your kids? Hopefully you know something about your customers that you can ask them about other than Juice Plus. That's the goal, to get to know your customers a little bit more. And I'll have notes in my phone. All my customers are on my phone. Their name, their first name, their last name, and then their company is always Juice Plus customer. And sometimes there's notes so I can remember, because I have a lot of customers. And well, I will just say this because I'll probably forget to say it. I have a lot of customers. I have qualified my business for probably 10 years. I haven't missed a month. As soon as I started to qualify, I haven't missed a month. I think on my thing, it shows I have like 80 customers. Now, they're not technically 80 customers because one customer could have a couple different orders. But I qualify, which means I have enough customers to qualify my business. And then my husband has a business, and I pretty much take care of his business too, even though a lot of them are his people, but he works full time and he qualifies most months also. So I have 2 qualifying businesses underneath me. So that's a lot of customers to take care of. And when you have that many customers, you're going to forget like who they are. Some of them I met at trade shows. And so you just want to make sure that a personal touch is really important. You want to invite your customers to events. They're actually my favorite people to invite to events. When someone says we have an event coming up, I think of my customers first and then new prospects second. I always want to keep them invited because Juice Plus sometimes is a product that you can't feel. And so it's really important to remind them of what Juice Plus is doing for them, because they might forget, and that might make it easy for them to delay or cancel. But for me, I know what it's doing inside my body. I'm not going to forget one single dang day because I'm scared of what would happen if I didn't take my Juice Plus. We want to get our customers to know that information also. So make sure you're not forgetting to invite your customers to events. I love to give my customers special gifts, samples, referral credits, social media shout outs, and just extras, just whatever I can do to make it extra. When we were having live events a lot, if there was a doctor coming or a wine and wellness, I always had something for my customers. It was typically a little bag, a little piece of chocolate, a little water bottle, gummy samples, whatever I could find at, Target that day, just something, because that's how I like to be treated. It's the little extras, that extra little 1% that does make a difference. And holiday cards. I do holiday cards. This year, I actually just did a holiday text, but typically I send them a holiday card or a postcard. And just so you guys know, some of this stuff costs money, but it's not costing you anything if you're keeping your customer. It's an investment and you're going to make that money back. And for most of us, we can write that off on our taxes as, as a write-off, whatever we're buying for our business.
Jules, you did a Thanksgiving card.
I did. Yeah, I'm going to show that. Actually, I have it in a picture so you guys can see. But you just want to treat others the way you want to be treated. So just for a quick second, I know you guys are probably getting sick of hearing me talk, but you can chat in the chat if anybody wants to shout out. You definitely can. But I want you to think of a customer service experience that has gone bad for you. It could have been at Walmart, at Target, at Publix, at a grocery store, at a restaurant. Um, and maybe you can't think of one particular one, but you can probably remember how it made you feel. Like if they wouldn't return something that you got and you didn't need, or maybe it was at a restaurant where your food wasn't the way it wanted and they didn't take care of it the way you wanted it to. You can remember how you feel. There might be a place that you guys don't return to because of the customer service you experienced there. And now think of a customer service experience that went good, something that made you feel really special, something that somebody did. I continue to buy from businesses that make me feel special. I love to support small businesses. There's one skincare line that they're not like the healthiest skincare line, but I cannot stop buying from them because of the customer service I receive. I will always buy something, even if I stop buying like some of their skincare or makeup or whatever. I will always buy something from this girl because of the way she makes me feel, the little extras. She puts glitter in, my package. She puts to the beautiful Jules Kilker, when she sends me stuff. I love that. And I just want you guys to know that however you want to be treated, just remember that that's how your customers want to be treated. You are never bugging your customer by asking them how they're doing, by checking in on them, by giving them great customer service. So this was a video that I made from all my customers. And it was a video that I got the most response on ever. When I've sent out mass text messages before. They don't know I'm sending out a mass text message because I have a Project Broadcast. It's a messaging service app. And so it goes out to my customers. It puts in their first name if I want it to, just like you guys get for the lunch and learns and stuff. But it feels personal to them. And so we're not going to watch the whole thing. I don't think it's like 3 minutes, but I just want you guys to kind of get the gist of what I did. So how maybe you can do this for your customers. Let me know if you can't hear it. My name is Jules Kilker, and I am your Juice Plus distributor. Now, some of you watching this video right now are going, Jules, you're my best friend. I don't think you need to tell me who you are. But some of you watching this video, I've never even met because I'm sending this video to every single one of my Juice Plus customers. And I wanted to make this video for 2 reasons. The first one, I just wanted to say thank you sincerely for being a Juice Plus customer. It actually means a lot to me that you would put your health first and that you would trust me enough to help you through your health journey. But second, I wanted to tell you my Juice Plus story because some of you, even my bestest friends, you may not even know my story. And I wanted to share what Juice Plus has done for me in hopes that maybe it resonates with you a little bit, or maybe you have a different Juice Plus story that you can share back with me. But 10 years ago, I heard about Juice Plus. I was a struggling personal trainer and fitness instructor. I had cystic acne. My hair was falling out. My nails were always breaking. I was extremely tired and I had very low energy. I was taking 2 to 3 hour naps every afternoon. Well, a client introduced Juice Plus to me, and when I took a deeper look at what Juice Plus was, it had a food label, not a supplement label. It had tons of research behind it, and it had an NSF seal, meaning what they said was in the product was actually in the product. Well, it became a no-brainer at that point after I learned all those things. And I knew that my body needed fruits and vegetables. I knew I was not getting 7 to 13 a day. That's what we're supposed to be getting. So I started taking Juice Plus and I immediately felt more energy. Over the course of a year, my nails got stronger, my hair stopped falling out, and my skin stopped breaking out. And I actually have better skin now in my 40s than I did in my 20s. But the coolest thing was that I had this like puffy layer around my skin. I never felt comfortable in my own body. And what I now know that was inflammation, it was actually just extra fat around my organs and around my body. And over time, taking Juice Plus on a regular basis, plus adopting the healthy habits that the Juice Plus community encourages us to do, things like drinking more water, exercising regularly, eating more fruits and vegetables, which is something you're gonna wanna do, because once your body starts getting more fruits and vegetables into it, it's something called metabolic reprogramming. You actually want to eat more fruits and vegetables. And so all these amazing things started to happen with me, and I saw them happen with my clients and other people that I shared it with, because I couldn't help but share it with others. And so over time, I had just been on this health journey that has really helped me achieve, or is helping me to achieve, optimal health. I've had 3 healthy pregnancies, taking Juice Plus as my prenatal. My kids are all really healthy. They take Juice Plus every day. My husband has had his own health story and transformation. But I just wanted to share all of that with you, in hopes that it encourages you today to take your Juice Plus if you have not, but also to continue taking it on a regular basis, because consistency is key with the Juice Plus products. And that's it. I hope that you guys have a great day, and I hope to hear from you soon and hear about your own health story. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Dang, good.
I wasn't gonna play the whole thing, but then I couldn't find the marker to move it. Okay. So it's funny now looking back, I probably wouldn't have done it that long. Time is like a great teacher, and I wouldn't have said Juice Plus. I think I said distributor. Now we're called partners. But anyway, I think that I think everybody watched it, because I know how many people I sent it to, and on YouTube I could see how many views I had, and I was like, wow, I got more response from that. And I should have like went back and saw what I actually wrote with that video. That was a long time ago. But I said something like, I made this video to my favorite customers. I hope you watch it, and I'd love to hear about your health journey. So I make it a point to always keep things short, sincere, and ask a question so I can get something back from them. Not always, but that's like one of my biggest things when I'm communicating with a customer, and I maybe want, or a team member or a prospect, and I want to keep a conversation going. Okay, so here's some things I have done over the years. I wanted to show you guys my cute little pink envelopes that I send out. So I was like scrolling through my photos, and this was the only one I could find. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't want them to see that one. And then I thought, wait, yes, I do, because I screw up. I still screw up. And this was actually for one of Melissa Hetrick. When she was brand new, she had a customer or a prospect on like her family and friends call or something that wanted samples. And of course, being the amazing upline that I am, I said, I'll send her some, because Melissa didn't have any. And being the amazing upline that I am, I forgot for like 3 weeks to send it to her friend. And I felt so bad, because Melissa asked me one day, she's like, so-and-so said she never got those samples. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I never sent those samples. So I, wrote a little note on the back, and I threw in some extra things, which these little magnets, they're so little. I thought I had them with me. I don't. They're very, very little. They're like the size of a quarter or so. I bought them on Amazon for like $10. I always throw them in a sample packet. Whatever I send to my customers, they get a magnet. And I actually throw up a little prayer that it's the right one, because they all say something different. I'm like, okay, I hope this speaks to them today, right? Can you guys see? I can't see. Let's see. I'm going to move this. Okay. That top postcard, that's a postcard from Vistaprint. Thank you for supporting my small business. You know what? Let me see. Hold on. I was going to read to you guys the back. I know Sharon sent this out, I think, to the larger team for Thanksgiving. Small Business Saturday is always in November. It's like November 11th or something. Plus Thanksgiving is in November. So I love doing something for Small Business Saturday and Thanksgiving. And on the back of that postcard, it just says, as the holiday season approaches, I want to make sure you know how much my family appreciates your support of our Juice Plus business. We also honor your decision to take Juice Plus and support you fully in your journey to better health. Whether you are eating Juice Plus capsules or gummies, drinking shakes, taking our vegan omegas, or growing your own produce in our tower garden, we love you. So not only am I so thankful for them, I'm also kind of throwing in all of our products, because not all my customers are on all of our products. So it's also a little plug. Okay, and then that bottom one is a magnet. I need to order more because that was the only magnet I can find, which it's so it's been up on our refrigerator for 6 years. So that's a magnet that I'll send. I'll throw in one of those packages. I'll send to all my customers as a new customer. And people love magnets. They love quotes, and that has my information on it. So if there's ever somebody from a business gives me a magnet, I love it because I don't have to go looking for it. So it's usually on my fridge. And so again, I'm doing what I like and what I appreciate. And hopefully it resonates with them. Something that I'm doing is going to resonate with, one of those customers. And let's see. Oh, hold on. So, when do we give great customer service? Every day is a good day for great customer service. The more scheduled you are, the more likely you are to do it. So, it's just really important that we do our customer service. And you're never bothering someone if you're checking in on them. As a new distributor, I was very concerned about calling somebody at dinner time, calling somebody on the weekend. And this is something that, Sharon has really taught me, like, you can't think like that. You can't think I'm bothering them because you just never know when you might be interrupting them. But guess what? They either won't answer or they'll tell you they can't talk right now. And if you're calling to check in on them, you're not bothering them. They're happy to hear from you. Your customers are always happy to hear from you. Again, think of your favorite product. Mine is like my Lululemon yoga pants. My goodness, if they called me, I would probably buy more. They don't call me, they should. But I would love for them to call me and say, "How are you doing with your yoga pants? Is there anything we can do for you?" I mean, wouldn't that be amazing? I wouldn't care when they called me. And if they're calling me once a month or once in a while, of course I'm going to answer the phone, right? And again, we want to respect people's time when we call them. So we want to keep it short, sincere, ask them a question. And then building a good customer experience doesn't happen by accident, it happens by design. And like I told you guys before, when I first became a Juice Plus distributor, I remember Sharon saying to me, I'm going to stop this so I can see you guys. She said, just picture yourself at American Express with a little headset and you're like talking to them, blah, 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 like, "Hi, how can I help you?" Just you are the smile that somebody might hear that day. And just remember that we're selling Juice Plus, but we're helping people with their health and we're helping people with their finances. And the more you care about somebody, the more that's going to come across. Hold on one second, guys. There was one other thing. Oh, this is what I wanted to say this. The way we treat our customers is indicative of the way we look at things in life. Are we short-sighted, merely searching? Oh my goodness. Hold on. I can't even see my notes. How do I see the rest of them? Are we short-sighted, merely searching for our next payday, or does our vision give us a deeper understanding of the long-term implications of our actions? And so that means, are we just looking for the next customer? Are we just trying to grow our paychecks? Or are we looking at the bigger picture, which is helping people with their health, helping future generations, helping people maybe see that this is more than a product, it's a community, and maybe they want to be a part of it. And they're going to see that from our customer service. And so that's all I have for you guys tonight, but thank you for letting me talk. I did see Elena asked a question on Facebook, what's a referral credit? When I have customers that refer people to me, I obviously take care of them. If they like Starbucks, I send them a Starbucks gift card or a Target gift card or whatever I can find around my house, a shaker bottle, a water bottle. I've bought stuff at Promo Plus before. I know I don't have a lot of stuff because we haven't been to conference in so long, but I used to buy tons of stuff at the Juice Plus conferences, which now we can get on juicepluspromotions.com, and just have it in my house so I could send it to people when I felt like I needed to send it to them. So referral credit can be anything, but I have customers that are long-term customers, and I call them and I'll say, have you told anybody about Juice Plus? I'd love to, reward you for helping me get a new customer. Okay, any other questions? Oh, there's a lot of stuff in the chat.
People are loving the Thanksgiving card and the verbiage.
Okay, I can do a picture.
Maybe you could put it in the Team Transformers Voxer chat.
Yes.
I think everybody's in there.
Okay. Was there any other questions?
Jules, I had a question. When you made that video, did you send it through text? Because I know sometimes you can't send a long video through text message. How did you email? How did you do it?
I uploaded it to YouTube and sent it as a YouTube link. Yes. Good question.
All right, keep the questions coming, guys. She did a great job. I mean, fantastic, Jules.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Doug wrote to me, we need to up our game. I'm sure everybody's
I'm just depressed over. I mean,
we're inspired. We're inspired to do better.
Good. Well, like I said, this isn't something I do like every day. I get inspired by other people too, and I've implemented these. I don't think in this kind of digital world, it doesn't take much to leave a lasting impression. Most people aren't getting personalized customer service. So one postcard a year is more than what Amazon's doing for them. Not to say that's all you should do, but it doesn't take much. And I don't want you to feel overwhelmed like, wow, I am not doing good customer care. You are doing good customer care. There is always room for improvement. So if you just do one extra thing, it's going to be impactful to your business and to your customers. So pick one thing that you can do this month. You don't obviously have to do all of them. And all the things I do are super easy. They might look complicated. Vistaprint for the magnets, Amazon for the pink envelopes. I buy 25 at a time. I get stickers. It's just like you have to buy a bunch at a time so you have it. Having the stuff makes you more likely to do it.
Jules, I have a quick question. It's Kelly.
Hi.
I love you. That was so good.
Aww,
you're such a special place in my heart. So I'm like, I got to join tonight. I got to hear Jules. So thank you for that. It was so good. My question for you is, whenever you do get referrals, whenever someone has a referral for you, do you immediately invite that person to the team, or is it after a couple of referrals? Do you plant the seed? Do you have that conversation?
Yeah, for sure. There's just one girl in particular. I've gotten a few referrals, but one girl in particular has given me tons. I invite her to the team all the time. She says no. But yes, anytime somebody gives me any referral, I would immediately say to them, I would first like to talk to the referral and see if the referral is going to become a customer. And if the referral is going to become a customer, then that's a great time to say something. If not, I still might say something about hey, you're telling people about Juice Plus. You might be interested in sharing a little bit more. Would you be open to having a conversation around that? But it just depends. I think it's personal for every customer, for every person. But it doesn't hurt to just ask. If it's somebody you want on your team, it doesn't hurt to say, would you be open to a conversation? But definitely, if you're having people give you people that are turning into customers, yes, you have to ask them. And this girl's a good friend of mine, so I'm like, dude, you got to do this. She's like, I don't want to. I'm like, okay, I'll just ask next week. And we just I joke about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're my best non-distributor distributor. So yeah,
because sometimes they don't turn into they'll refer to you and it doesn't even go anywhere. So yeah, that's great and helpful.
And you could say to them, it's funny because I just had a new team member. She just signed up, and I said, you keep referring people to me, but they're not really talking to me. And she goes, I know that. She's like, I'm just going to sign up because I think they'll buy from me. And it took a while for her to see that. But I just kept loving on her. And then she kept sharing Juice Plus with others, and it just kind of clicked with her. But this is definitely a marathon, not a sprint. It takes
Right.
time.
Right.
And for those of us that are typical microwaves, like it's hard. It's hard to wait, and it's hard to give great customer service over the long term, because I know for me, I want to keep getting customers. I like getting customers. I'm like a customer, I'm like, I want customers, and then I want team, but it takes time to build those relationships and for them to see the value. So I'm starting to see that now after 11 years in the business.
So good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Any other questions? You guys have like 5 more minutes before I fall asleep.
Does anybody want to add anything that they do? And Jules can still comment, something that you're really proud of that you did for customer care.
I'll share really quickly. So my team and I put together an Amazon gift list, like just ideas for typically customers that have been on Juice Plus for about a year, or Tower Garden or whatever, a year. And I found that to be kind of helpful, $10 or less. And I had some of my team contribute to it. And I just thought I was proud of myself because I'm not the most organized person. And when Doug taught us about lists, I was like, oh my gosh, we should make a customer list. So I could maybe screenshot that and share which ones, it's like reusable shopping bags and capsule holders, or, just different things, a children's book about fruits and veggies, things like that.
I love
garden scissors.
That'd be great.
And Amazon just ships right to them, and free shipping. Yeah. So
I'm horrible about going to the post office. That I'm just
yes. Yeah.
It made it convenient.
So some things that I have done. Sorry, this is Jana, and my internet connection went down, so I'm on my phone.
Okay.
But some of the things that I've done is I've sent like a $10 Amazon gift card. I got a recipe for really good hand cream from Stacy Turner that you make with the omegas. And so I bought real pretty little containers from Amazon that have pretty little stickers that go on top. And then I made up the hand cream and I sent it to all my customers and everything like that. And then my mom is 94 years old. She takes the quad, and she's lives in assisted living and has been quarantined all this year. So she's been crocheting bookmarks, and so she crochets these bookmarkers, and she then gives them to me, and I give them to customers. She says, I think this would be a nice gift for customers. I'm sure everyone right now, while they're staying at home, is reading books, and they need a bookmark to keep their place. So I send those out to people, and they really appreciate it. And I'm really proud of her at 94 that she's doing that. And then I did one other thing for Valentine's, and nobody will appreciate this probably, but a lot of people liked it. But a friend of mine owns Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, went and got dark chocolate, a big, huge hunk of milk chocolate. And then I ordered the chewable, and I melted the chocolate and dipped the chewables in there. So there was chocolate covered chewables. And I realized that that's adding sugar and everything, but it was Valentine's Day, and it was healthier than a lot of stuff you could have for Valentine's Day. And then I bought these little tins and put a heart on the tin and from Amazon. And then I got plastic and stuck them in there, and, said these two are blend, these two are berry blend, these two are fruit blend, and gave those out as Valentine gifts to people. And they like those. Now, like I said, you can't have that all the time because it's chocolate, but it's sure healthier chocolate. than just normals or whatever that people eat at Valentine's Day. So that's another thing that I did. Just some ideas. Mm.
That's awesome.
And I send out recipes. I give out recipes, things that I've adapted, and I just send a recipe sometime, just out of the blue.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Wow.
All of our minds are blowing with chocolate covered chewables.
I think we might need to go do that right now.
Yeah. What in the world?
Oh my God. I know.
Everything tonight.
Forget the energy balls.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what's going on with energy balls when we could be having a fondue with our gummies?
Right. Wow. Hey,
Shoot.
Sandy wants to place an order, Jana.
Sure.
Apples and cheese.
Yes, chocolate fountain. Oh my gosh.
And I think it was Allie that wants the lotion recipe.
Yeah.
See, cream recipe.
Okay.
So maybe you could send that on to us, Jana. That'd be great.
I'll put it on the Voxer, on Team Transformers Voxer.
Thank you so much. Awesome.
But I got it from Stacy Turner. So, I mean, I have to give her credit.
Yeah, that's great.
Mm.
And I got some from Jana. Thank you, Jana. I didn't get the chocolate covered berries. I hate to mention it, but
Sorry.
maybe
Sorry.
next time. I'm a real chocolate.
How do we get on that list?
All right. Well, thank you, Jules, for sharing with us tonight. Let's keep these conversations going on the other lunch and learns. But wow, what an amazing presentation, making us think and really step it up. We appreciate that, Jules.
And Sharon, you recorded this, right? Because I lost everything, when my internet went down.
Yes.
So, okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you, Jules.
Thank you very much. It was awesome, Jules.
I just have to say, you just are a special speaker. It's amazing. And wow, I just think there's some great speaking ahead for you in this company and stuff.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you guys. Well, thank you for letting me do this at night.
We appreciate it. Oh, Kim Wright says she loved the After Dark.
Yes.
Well,
After Dark to stay.
Woohoo!
Well, see, everybody's got to bring some buddies on.
True.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Jules.
You're welcome,
Thanks,
guys.
Jules. Great job, Jules.
Thank you. Thank you.